5-match win streak. GEN have not lost. The only other team to do that is T1. Those two teams currently on the top and looking like the best. Versus 2-match loss streak in KT. Will they slay KT and remain undefeated?
But also, former GEN teammates become enemies. Ruler will face off against his former teammates in Rascal and against Life. And of course, Ruler, down there specifically said in the interview he really wants to beat Life very badly in the bottom side of the map.
Chovy versus Aria Desio. Every game is tough. I'm still adapting to the LCK. Of course, Aria playing last split. The top lane, I feel like, isn't really one of them. Like, Doran is definitely up there. I think a lot of people can argue for him being the best, but Rascal is right there with him. He has the most solo kills in all of the LCK.
From Doran here, by the side of KT, they have so much engaged between the Orianna, the Set, the Gragas, and the Viego's hoping to get those health bars down.
Who kind of just want to set up the big ball carrier, get the shockwave down, allow a big front line for Aphelios so that he can do big damage from the back. As Gnar is going to be the choice, have heart-to-hearts, because it's not an easy thing, as this is a very aggressive trade here, hitting level 2 first, but then immediately GEN's bottom lane able to hit level 2.
They do get a cleanse, which is pretty massive. They're going for it anyway. Oh, they see Peanut and they're backing out, canceling, abort.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
whenever I see that Poppy skin, I also say the same. I don't want to see that anymore. I think that's the one with the really scary splash. As aiming in a really unfortunate spot here without his support, he's going to hold on to his flash.
3 summoner spells down compared to 2, plus the Hex Flash scenarios. Ooh.
Yeah, Cuz gonna commit to the smite, but that means that Peanut now with the red buff is on top of Cuz, and over the wall comes Doran with his hop. You can see that Cuz, he never even got his red buff. It's another trade down here on the bottom side. The Gravitum is there. Lahens takes a bit of damage, but will hold on to his flash.
You can surprise teams, but you do it every time, and it becomes very predictable as Peanut.
Okay, they're just gonna knock Rascal towards the turret, but Rascal is playing this perfectly. Peanut takes another shot, and so does Doran. And they're lucky to get away with their lives. If Rascal had more mana, I think they would not have, as Cuz is still on the chase, but he's been in a pretty sad spot and ganking like 7 times before level 5.
Yeah, Rascal calls this out. He's like, I'm going to take a close look at this. And he knows the dive is coming. And then, as you mentioned, the positioning there, so he doesn't actually get charged into the wall. And then unfortunately, the aggro is juggled onto Doran, so not
any idea about this. Cuz is down on the bottom side now. We're going to see aiming with this cleanse and flash available again. Life with the haymaker, he's going to line it up as Cuz not able to line up his stun. Of course, the Rift Herald is available, so now everybody rotating up towards the top side of the map as Peanut not in the best spot, but he is Poppy after all, flashes away. And Life is going to hit them on the back at the same time. Doran in the pit here, really trying to get on top of them. The Rift Herald's going to help KT and knock him back a little bit, but Meganar is about to hit.
Aphelios is going to be here faster than the Jinx, but
you're in a choke point against Flash Meganar, and speaking of which, he goes for it, only catches one, and the follow-up shockwave is huge! As look at this flank as well, Life is in behind them. KT set up this fight so well, and they absolutely smash GEN and will take down.
So well when he comes through, only hits one. Look at the split here, and look at where aiming is. He has Gravitum, by the way, so he can instantly react here. And then Life is going for the follow-up, so Gravitum gets the root here on Lahens. He can't get out. And Life is already prepared for this scenario with the long con play there. He has a control ward. See this control ward, so he knows, he guarantees there's no way they can see him. Charges up the Hex Flash. Look at how much calming he's doing here.
Yeah. And Ruler flashed into the set just to get... Did they not see him? I thought they saw him at the flash over the wall, and now aiming is just going to sidestep it. Runs north straight into the loving arms of Cuz.
That's kind of a snapshot of the meta, isn't it? As Rascal does not have cast, but he's going for it anyways.
He just boops him, and that's going to be the solo kill.
Who says it's a counter to Gragas? I'm 2-0-1. All of this game right now.
They are just playing out of their minds right now.
So we're just watching the lead up to this kill where Doran is chunked out by the cast. This is why he didn't have cast. And he's so far out here trying to get these minions. Misses the boomerang.
He's trying to clear it desperately.
Now, Gen G are looking to trade back a Drake at least, but even this isn't safe.
Oh, Cuz is there, and he's just gonna steal it from the open arms of Peanut. Double Gravitum comes in, and at least Peanut is going to get the disengage with Poppy, but man.
This composition are even more creative than you would think how it's used standard. Peanut's coming up.
Rascal a little bit too aggressive this time. The cask is dodged, and Rascal has his flash, but that will not be enough. And this time, Rascal's bluff, but it is what it is. It's not going to be so bad. That extra speed is going to help for the engage, as we do have the cask coming down here again, as Rascal 2v1 once again will get taken down. Peanut able to mission it. So we're going to take another look at this. Really nice sidestep there from Doran. Even avoids the root. Peanut avoids the cask. These guys are on their game tonight, trying to come back now from this early deficit.
Yep, this was just a really nicely handled play here by Doran. Rascal tries to cast them away, but it's just too tanky. Liquid gold, you know, they weren't actually able to put that on the board.
Very liquid, I agree. Now Rascal in a little bit of trouble here, as he's going to get the cask out, and he's just having no fun in this lane. Thankfully, Life is gigantic lead in farm in the mid lane. Chovy up about 60 CS right now.
He's going to get a turret, too, if this continues.
Because he's got all the angles settled down. And here's Doran once again, going to be denied by the engage from Life. Cuz is there in the front.
Ooh, that's a rough one, because the cask is trying to grab Ruler there.
You can see they're trying to wait this one out. But Doran really looking for that engage. His Life finally coming in from behind as a gigantic shockwave, and the follow-up comes in from the Grug as KT do it again. They create the wombo combo. They make room for the Aphelios, and now they are going to sweep up the rest of Gen G. Yes, they lose the Cloud Drake, but they get 4 kills instead.
He's so well done. They wait for the moment. The commitment comes through to the Drake. The shockwave is there the second they commit to get the smite, because that's the one moment they're the most vulnerable, and the Life is there. He's waiting. He's like, Lehens, you're going to be my taxi. I know you're trying to deny me from getting in here, and that's fine, but when we go, I'm taking you in. And the angle here is so good for Aria. The follow-up from Rascal, the body slam is so fat into the cask there. And this is the team fighting comp we talked about so much in the draft. Going to be pretty significant damage here for Gen G. They've got now an open inhibitor to potentially threaten later on in the game. We've seen how much Chovy's been able to do in the side lane here. Doran actually really wants to commit to this, but it's a, not a fight you want over here.
Peanut's all alone. He has flash. He is going to have to use it to get back over the wall. This time the shockwave hits total air, as we're once again taking a look at this fight. The 1v1 up in the top side, Doran with the Sterix procs.
Open arms here. Now Rascal has a really nice angle. Doran, Mega Gnarless, Life is trying to use him as a taxi.
Cuz able to deny it, and the smite steal comes in from Peanut. He's able to get it down once again, and that means that Gen G, they don't need to worry about playing.
Certain point with these items coming online for Jinx, as we'll watch this once again from Peanut. Knocks him out. And then boom, right at 896, I believe it was there. About as close as it gets. And you get to a point, though, where denying the Elders. Rascal's got a nice angle here.
Yeah, he does. Stun not quite going to land there. Peanut does have to flash away from that one. The cask is going to hit Lehens into them, but a very broken up fight. This is not necessarily the way that KT want to fight it. Moonlight Vigil also misses, and Doran is about to hit Meganar, as he is being jumped on early here. I think they're trying to call for the fight, but some low health bars as well on the side of Gen G. As they're taking it slow, KT.
It's like, I don't have Casket, I got Flash, but I just got to hold this turret a little bit longer. And he's going to have to get out of here. But you lose this turret and you lose a lot of critical ultimates, because suddenly Arya is ready to have another big shockwave. The angle here for Life is also awesome. This is a really sick move, actually, for KT. Take the flash away, look for the Baron play.
Peanut has Hex Flash, and he's going to charge it up, but he's a bit late. The teleport comes in from Chovy, but they are not there on time. Life decided he would like to see the other side of the rift, as it actually draws Genji up to the top side, and Peanut's left alone. They take him away, and Life absorbs all the damage. As the rocket comes in, he's got stopwatch keeping him alive, but he eventually does go down.
Needs to make. These types of calls are so important, as we're going back to the very, very recent past of this choke point here that's controlled. Peanut gets picked, and Life does stopwatch to survive a little bit longer. I think it's the Chaos Storm that gets him in the end, just the last bit of it. Yep.
And he is all the way behind everybody right now as Peanut is going to helicopter, but he doesn't get anything down, and Aiming gets caught in the back by it, but he will stay alive, importantly, and down will go the Victor as once again Arya is able to shut him down. Doran in the front line tanks up a lot, but it's not enough as now the Viego Cuz goes way too deep, but he's trying to create a front line for his damage dealers in Arya and Aiming. Maybe a little bit too over-aggressive for KT, and now they're getting shut down. The triple kill to Ruler. You know he's calling for the Penta, but he will not get it, as also Aiming is going to snipe down the Brawl.
Many times we talk about scaling, but then there's the poke aspect, and before team fight starts, everybody's low. In this moment, everybody goes on to Aiming here. The tunnel vision is real, and Life can actually pull Ruler back so we can't actually secure the kill there. And then KT are like, okay, we did it. We won it. Aiming's alive. But guess who's the real AD carry in this fight, who's got the better range, who's also excited after that first kill? It's Ruler. And nobody can get on top of him. Arya's like, I really want to hit this Q, but there's no follow-up. Even if he hit that Q, Ruler's just like laughing all the way to the bank as he just kites back and then runs forward here. Then you see a really sick snipe here from Aiming, which is very well played. But at the end of the day,
kill comes in for Ruler. That's going to scale him up real nicely. He has the QSS now for the next fight.
He's going to be able to do that so much better here with the Victor.
Well, he's got to stay alive.
Yeah, in the last fight he was not, but yeah, if he stays alive.
The first guy to go down in all of that. So, here comes everybody from KT. They're going to deny the helicopter, and Peanut is almost definitely dead. Even Chovy just going to leave him to die. Unfortunate positioning there, as now even 5v4, KT just looking for a straight-up push.
If they can get an inhibitor, that's basically free Baron, because eventually it's going to be pulling them around the map. Now, the timing of which is not going to work out.
It's fine. They have the Cloud Soul. They have the Cloud Rift. This time Doran is caught out as the engage's not quite there. The Cask also going to hit him away as KT, you can't get away from them. The Cloud Rift and the Cloud Soul away from this objective, and they have insane Baron damage here. As Peanut, I don't think he's going to be on time. He has to flash right now, but nope, not going to get in there. As he will knock away Rascal, who will immediately follow up. Life gets pretty low, but that's fine.
Can't go through that choke anymore, Genji. You cannot go through that choke. It still might.
Yeah, they still have an amazing push here. The Casks have not been fantastic. So he's throwing them out, and they're not always hitting, but it doesn't matter, because he's going to have it for the next fight. He does have it here, of course, as locked down. He's going to hit Doran into them. He does have the Mega Gnar, but the damage seems to be there. The stopwatch going to save him for now, as nope, they're just going to leave him to die. Ruler nearly dying as well.
Aiming.
Flashing in is Aiming, and he is just looking to take names here, not letting them go down without a fight. The double kill goes to the set. And even if Ruler does survive, it might not matter. They're already pushing mid and looking for the win.
And this is KT. Rolster playing this composition too. It's peak efficiency. Guarantee the prio. Force them to come to you. Look for the pick onto Doran. As Life is looking to 1v1 a jungler right now on the set. But they are going to end the game. Ruler, the last man standing.
Nearly dying to just the Gragas, and frontlining is perfect. This time, the Cask is also perfect, and all Life has to do is stop Peanut from getting in. This game is over.
It certainly is. This actually Life is nearly going to take him out.
He's going to win this fight.
He will have another haymaker, but the Nexus falls instead. That little mouse shake of the Observer, I think, is the surprise and shock of many a Gen G fan around the world as KT take the first game in this series with a composition that looked difficult to execute. The damage you do, and actually Arya out-damaged Chovy, which is so rare to see because these fights ended so quickly. Chovy often died first, as you pointed out, or was forced out of the fight so early, he couldn't actually do that damage.
앞으로 가자. 장로 갈래? 앞으로 가자. 앞으로 가자. 앞으로 가자. 앞으로 가자. 앞에 봐줘. 앞에 봐줘. 가줄게. 빅커트 필. 벡터르 필. 다 필이야. 쏘자. 다음 가자. 나이스. 미드 가자. 미드 가자. 빅커트 필이야. 따라가. 빅커트 필. 알아. 아니야. 그냥 냅둬도 돼. 그냥. 우리 미드로 다 같이. 놀고 있을게. 형, 내가 가도 돼. 형 가도 돼. 우리끼리 징크스 그 견제하자. 미드 가자. 갈게. 징크스 스펠 체크 좀. 나 뽀삐랑 놀고 있을게. 나 미드 간다. 기다려. 징크스 나 만화 없어가지고 스펠 확실하게 쓰고. 아니야. 가지마. 괜찮아. 만화 없어도 돼. 바로 쓸게. 오케이. 텔만 써. 징크스 혼자다. 가줄게. 나이 공 2초. 잡았어. 마지막 앞에 어땠어? 좋았어. 잘했어. 좋다. 와. 캐리. 잠깐만 이 형 나 죽일 수 있겠네. 앞에 캐리. 아깝다. 와. 나이스.